Our focus now to Planned Parenthood. Now, recently, the group has come under severe scrutiny for what is happening behind clinic doors. But that has not stopped Barack Obama from accepting their support and their money.
Planned Parenthood touts itself as being the most trusted advisor of reproductive health care in America. But now it's using this election cycle to spread its political and social agenda. The organization has always been involved in presidential elections, but is receiving more headlines this year because of its connections to Senator Barack Obama. The senator caught the eye of Planned Parenthood well before he began his race for the White House. In his 2004 Senate race, the organization donated $10,000 to his campaign. To this day, Barack Obama and Planned Parenthood stand united in common cause and purpose. As a long supporter of abortion, he vowed to continue fighting for their cause when he spoke to the Planned Parenthood Action Fund in the summer of 2007.
There will always be people, many of goodwill, who do not share my view on the issue of choice. On this fundamental issue, I will not yield, and Planned Parenthood will not yield.
And Barack Obama's voting record shows this to be true. Early in his political career, the junior Illinois senator sided with pro-choice legislation. In 1997, Barack Obama opposed a bill banning partial birth abortions in the Illinois State Senate. In 2002, he also voted against a bill called the Induced Birth Infant Liability Act, which protected babies who survived botched abortions. This past September, BornAliveTruth.org released this ad responding to Obama's stance on abortions.
My name's Gianna Jessen, born 31 years ago after a failed abortion. But if Barack Obama had his way, I wouldn't be here. 4 times Barack Obama voted to oppose a law to protect babies left to die after failed abortions.
Senator Obama attempted to clarify his vote again, this time at the final presidential debate.
This is an issue that, look, it divides us. And in some ways, it may be difficult to reconcile the two views. But there surely is some common ground.
But as the abortion agency takes part in the political battle this election, Planned Parenthood is finding itself in the center of major controversies. In California, an independent student organization run by a group of UCLA students went undercover and recorded phone conversations with Planned Parenthood.
We had an actor call up Planned Parenthood across the country to see how they would respond to someone who had a very racist agenda.
So the abortion could be, you know, I could give money specifically for a black baby. That'd be the purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. If you wanted to designate that you wanted your gift to be used to help an African-American woman in need, then we would certainly make sure that that gift was earmarked specifically for that purpose.
Great, because I really face trouble with affirmative action, and I don't want my kids being disadvantaged, you know, against black kids. I just had a baby. I want to put it in his name, you know. So that's definitely possible.
Oh, always, always.
That conversation is just one of several the students had with Planned Parenthood organizations. But Lila Rose says the recordings are just the beginning.
79% of their clinics are in minority neighborhoods, and an African-American baby is almost as likely to be aborted because of this as it is to be born. Abortion is truly impacting, devastating the African-American community, and Planned Parenthood is behind that.
But on top of targeting the African-American community, Planned Parenthood has also recently received some backlash for a series of internet videos that they produced. The web campaign is called, quote, "Take Care Down There." And these outrageous videos feature young people talking about sexual issues.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Do you see anything down here?
Oh, I don't see anything.
Tonight I think I want to go all the way with me.
Unbelievable.
Plus, it's not like I can get me pregnant or give me diseases or something.
The subject matter of other web videos ranges from birth control to oral sex to threesomes. Is that what Barack Obama had in mind when he said this?
I'm an original co-sponsor of the Prevention First Act, which will provide money for comprehensive and medically accurate, age-appropriate sex education in the schools. Barack Obama supports teaching sex education to kindergartners. And, you know, which I didn't know what to tell him. But it's the right thing to do.
But there's more to Obama's relationship with Planned Parenthood. Back in September of 2007, Hannity's America exposed Planned Parenthood's scheme to open a super clinic using false permit applications. A 22,000 square foot facility featuring 13 recovery rooms and bulletproof windows was built in Aurora, Illinois. However, Planned Parenthood used deceptive tactics in obtaining building permits. They filed 4 permit applications under the alias of Gemini Office Management, and on the 5th and final application listed the tenant as unknown. Back in 2007, when the story was first reported, the Chicago head of Planned Parenthood defended his organization's actions.
We answered every question in this process honestly and truthfully, and we followed the letter of the law. We did, however, work hard to make sure that our opponents didn't find out.
But the most horrific charge against Planned Parenthood comes from a case in Ohio. Our own Ainsley Earhart traveled to Cincinnati back in April to report on a lawsuit filed against the organization.
At the center of this controversy is this Planned Parenthood here in Cincinnati, Ohio. According to the attorney involved, a 14-year-old rape victim received an illegal abortion here without her parents' knowledge or consent, which is required by state law. Did you give Planned Parenthood permission? Did Planned Parenthood ever call you, Mrs. Wallace, and ask you if your daughter could have an abortion?
The Wallaces were never...
There will always be people, many of goodwill, who do not share my view on the issue of choice. On this fundamental issue, I will not yield, and Planned Parenthood will not yield.